The EngagePHD software supports a wide range of point-of-sale integration. Typically, that integration will require an API key or some other login credentials. You'll most likely work with an EngagePHD representative. You'll have access under the Settings tab on the navigation. Go to the Integration tab from there. And then all the way down at the bottom, this is where you will include your integration type, the API key, and any additional information that's needed as far as credentials go. Again, you'll work with the EngagePHD support team and your representative to get this part figured out. Once your integration is active, you'll start importing products into the product library. Now, part of that import is usually a category. If you're in any way automating the process of adding the products to your layout design side of things, if there is any day parting schedule like breakfast, brunch, lunch, late afternoon, dinner, late night, etc., this is where those settings are set up. Since we're on the same page here, I just wanted to show you that these are the categories that we're bringing in, and then you have the option to change the start time and end time between those meal periods. Let's jump over to the product library and see how these products look as they're imported. So with most integrations, the import is usually around 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, the point of sale is going to import any changes into the EngagePHD software. They will all be alphabetical in the list, and you can either scroll down or search for the products. And you'll see that we're pulling in the product name, the product number. Let's click on one of these products so we can see the details. From the product detail, you'll see that you can't make any changes to the product name, the category, the price, description. All of those changes would need to be made in the point of sale and then imported into the software. But we can go over to our layout side, and I'm going to open up this deli layout. So I click on the designer, and just to show you how we have this set up. So we're using the product table. So once the product table is set up, I'll double click on the product table to open it here. This is where the framework is set up. So depending on what you need to display, the name, any attribute images that you might have, calories, description, all the framework is set up at the top of the product table here. And then the cell style allows you to add your styles to each cell. Always remember to click the Apply Table Cell button to save any of those changes. But down below here, this is where we set up the automated settings. So if you are setting up some sort of automation to where the point of sale system automatically imports those products into the software, and then the software knows based on what it imports or turns on or off which products should display on the menu. This is where the Engage Auto function is turned on, and then the category is plugged into the product table. You can also sort by subcategories. So if you do have, entrees up here, sides on the product table below that, products can be sorted by subcategory. But maybe you don't need that automated schedule. You can switch the type to select products to show. And then this gives you the ability to, first we would want to remove the category, remove any subcategories as well, and then apply that change. And you'll see that these are products I added before, but if I double click, then we can click on the Add Product button here, and that opens up the product library to where you can manually pick and choose the products you want to add to your list. And this is what it would look like if you were to add products in manually to the product table. Now remember, if you do that, it's not going to follow any automation. It's just those products are going to sit there until you add or remove them from the product table. They will change as far as any price changes or any changes on the point of sale side if the products themselves change. But as far as the automated schedule like day parting, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it won't follow any of those unless you set up the Engage Auto Daily setting. So again, we'll plug back the deli, click Apply, and then it'll pull those in and start that automation process. And then you have full control in the Layout Designer on moving your zones around. Certainly as you create your designs, which we'll have in another video where you can use layout templates to do so, or if you're creating your own, there are some other step-by-step videos that walk you through that process specifically. But the nice thing about the Layout Designer is that all of your zones in here can be duplicated. So if we like the style up here and we need a third zone in here, a third product table, we can absolutely copy that zone and have a new table within our Layout Designer. If you have any questions on product integration, certainly reach out through our support channels, or please get in touch with your EngagePHD representative.